Okay, here's the 650 with an extra bed at the Louisville show. We got Billy in here that's going to show us all the interior features. Here's Billy McHale.
Hi, this is Bill McHale here, Regional Sales Manager for the West Coast for Northstar. This is a TC650, which is 6 feet 8 in the floor length. Meant to go on all the short bed trucks that are out there today, half ton or larger. Right now we have it in the down position, and we have it like this so I can at least show you with the roof all the way down that even if you were up to around 6 foot 4 inches tall, you can still sit in here with the roof in the down position. You can get in the fridge, you can wash your hands, sit down, eat, relax. The one thing you cannot do is cook. As you can see, I have a little bit of an injured hand here, recovering from a broken hand, so this is going to show you how easy it is to crank this unit up. It is unlatched on the exterior already. We do need to leave the rear door open to let the air in as we crank the roof up. So it's just a simple crank. You can feel the draft of the air coming in. Crank it all the way up. Put the lock in place. And done. As you saw, the lights go on and off. That's a safety feature, so you cannot put the roof down with the lights on. Remove the crank handle. So this one has got a few extras on here. This is already sold here at the show. This is going to have the extended cab over where the bed runs north-south and becomes a full-size 60 by 80 queen instead of a 56 by 82. It also has hot water system. It has the glass top stove, glass top sink, the Northstar Pocket Pod, which is a storage unit that sits on the top of the lift system here. All the rest of the stuff that's in here is pretty much standard. The 16,000 BTU furnace, 3.7 three-way Dometic refrigerator, 30 gallons of fresh water, power converter with a built-in battery charger, and of course this downstairs makes into a bed as well. Nice sleeper it is, 78 inches long, so this will accommodate a tall adult or even 2 kids. Big storage bin, the gas struts up underneath the bed. We do have here the interior lights, which in this model are an option to go to the LED interior lights, which we have in here right now. We do have the fantastic fan in the ceiling. I won't do that today, but that is there for 2 reasons. Number 1 is to exchange the air that's inside the camper, and number 2, when you come to lower the roof, you would close all the doors and windows, tent, etc., and put the crank on, put the fan on full blast, and that will literally suck all the tent in for you as you crank the roof down.
Knock the bed out.
Shall we go outside and have a look at the XB?
Yes.
The XB here, in this 650, on the majority of the models, the XB is only 62 inches long. So it's not going to be an adult sleeper in any model except the TC800. The TC800 has the longest uninterrupted sidewall, and we're able to put a 72-inch XB in the TC800. Here we have the 2 locks you can see here. Swing them open. Pull the bed out. There. Weight capacity on here, I believe, is 500 pounds. I sincerely hope nobody gets up to that magical figure, but just in case. As you can see, I'm a little bit handicapped here, but I should be able to accomplish what's required. There you go. Just pop it in, and then the cushions will go on top of here, because that's a nice ventilation area. There we go. So that is, you can see, very, very easy to do. The cable, these are actually, that cable, I know for a fact that braking strain on that cable is 3,200 pounds. So we certainly don't have any problems with any weight restrictions over here. But this is 62. So yet again, it's a kiddie, luggage, junk. We have sold quite a few of these to people with dogs, where they're actually looking for somewhere to put the dogs when they're out camping, as opposed to being in this living area.
That's it.
On the exterior here, we do have LED lights, patio on both sides, screen door here. This one happens to have also the really inexpensive to purchase option, the large assist handle as they call it, which is nice. Deadbolt lock, separate key here. This one also has an option of a rear awning, which is a 6 feet by 6 feet out, which is nice. I like the side awnings because they do protect the area that you're down here. It's going to get rain or sunshine. And you can easily reach up when it's on the truck to get it out of that aluminum casing. Ladder propane tank located here in the back. 20-pound tank or 5-gallon, whatever you wish to call them. Here we have the built-in jacks, 4 happy jacks. Very narrow profile. These are manual jacks. They are very, very easy to crank up and down. Just as easy as the crank up lift system that we looked at. You can purchase, if you wish, electric jacks, which are pretty cool, but also a little expensive. They do have the wireless remote. As we talked about earlier, this one does have the extended cab over, which is, I think, out of the last 2,500 truck campers we built, we probably built 11 old style standard bed, which is about 22 inches shorter, that runs this way. Here we have a bigger bed, we have more storage, and also if somebody needs to get up in the middle of the night, we don't have to climb over the other person to do so. This one does have a roof rack on. We space them at the factory 6 feet apart. If it's an order out, we can certainly accommodate you to whatever you wish to put up on that roof. If it's a longer surfboard or whatever it is, kayak, we can actually put that, space that rack anywhere you wish to on that rooftop. The tent, as you can see here, a lot of people ask about the tent. Probably the top 2 questions will be, how much does the unit weigh and how long is that tent going to last? Well, first of all of these units are weighed at the factory, so we have an exact weight on them. We weigh including the options, accessories, we weigh everything right down to the pound, so we can tell you exactly what a coach is going to weigh. This tent here, I've not replaced a tent in nearly 29 years. It's a question that people ask, but it's something that just does not arise. If you were to stick a tree through this tent here, you would probably put a patch on one side and a patch on the other. There would be no reason for you to replace the whole tent. When the coach is being built, the tent is installed and would be hanging down here loose. At that point, we install the molding over the tent, and then we slice the tent off underneath the molding. So it's very, very leak-proof around the whole tent area. And we put a 5-year warranty on the tent to begin with. This one does have the Phylon fiberglass exterior, which is very nice. You get a more attractive graphics, easy clean, less stoned, chip, throw rocks at that. And really, I put on my own personal one, I put a coat of wax on there once a year, especially on the front, to keep the flies off it. Let's have a look around the back side if we may. These of course are aluminum cast corners. These are here to keep the roof square. We don't want the roof going into a trapezoid, so this keeps the roof square as regards going over the top of the box of the camp. On this side, we're going to have in this particular model, a 4-gallon hot water heater, which also comes with the outside shower. We're going to have the city water here. The city water is underneath. You see here, that's where you would hook up with a hose. This is the fresh water fill to take the water with you. And yet again, in this model, it's 30 gallons. 25-foot 30-amp cord, which feeds into the power converter on the interior that we talked about earlier. This is the back of the refrigerator. Now, there's really no reason for you to be in here, except maybe once a year, just to vacuum it out. Otherwise, there's no reason you'd be inside the back of this fridge. As you can see, there's a good shot of the marine grade plywood that we're using here, light ply. Nice, clean finish. And yet again, it is a 3-way fridge. It works on propane, 110, and it has a 12-volt mode as well. Exterior lights that we talked about, outside shower yet again. Furnace, 16,000 BTU furnace, auto ignition, no pilot. So pretty much smoky out of there. We're only heating a comparatively small interior area. These are 110 outlets, and these are only live when we're plugged in with the cord that we just showed you there. This camper also has what we call a side saddle grey tank. That is there to collect the water that drains into the sink. Some states require you by law to collect that water, some states do not. But that's about, I think, a 7.5 gallon, what they call a side saddle grey tank. And one thing I did forget to mention on the interior was that we do have a porta potty storage area on the interior of the camper as well. That's about it, I think, on this 650. This is probably pretty close, probably our number 2 seller, right behind the 850. A lot of people out there with short bed trucks, whether they be half-ton, 3/4 ton or larger. And this also will fit on a lot of the new generation, what we call at the factory, short bed trucks, which are going to be around 5.6, 5.7, F-150 Super Crew, Toyota Tundra Crew Max. And then we're going to either put it on the truck like it is and have a little bit of a gap here between the tail lights and what we call at the factory the wrap, W-R-A-P, or we can even get a detachable wrap in here, which Rory just pointed out to me we have on this model. We have a detachable wrap on here that we can put on this unit to accommodate those short beds. And that's a little rundown on the TC650. Please go to our website, which is northstarcampers.com, or you can certainly contact myself or Rex with the contact form on the website. We will be glad to hear from you. Thank you very much.